And welcome to a super sexy edition of Joe Bruin's post-game report. I'm Mike WR, here with the cast of the What's Brewing podcast.
Going on, guys?
Podcast. This is Bill. This is Jake.
What's up, guys?
I'm Mike. We just got back from Sam Boyd Stadium where UCLA defeated some team, UNLV, 37-3. A little tired.
Go Rebs.
Fading out. It was, I'm upset because they didn't get a shutout. Might as well have lost the game. So, I don't really.
You also have a drink now.
Care.
That's right.
I don't want to drink.
Bud Light Lime. Bud Light Lime, baby.
But it was an interesting game. It was basically in a high school stadium. What it seemed like. Friday Night Lights. Bill's lovely wife, Mrs. Bill Bruin, said it was just like Friday Night Lights, and very, very interesting. No signal whatsoever, so we couldn't tweet a lot. But at the same time, if you saw the game, I heard it was actually pretty bad on CBS Sports Network as well. But it was an interesting game. A little sluggish for the Bruins, 17-0 going into the half. And it seemed the second half they did a little bit better. But Bill, what do you think about the passing game and the running game in the first half?
All right, well, here's my thing. I think Chosen Rosen has come back down to earth, which is fine. He's 18 years old. He's a true freshman. He's going to make mistakes. This game was not like the last game for him. He had some overthrows. He had some throws were a little too hard. I don't want to put it all on him, though. Some of the wideouts weren't running the right routes. Some of them were dropping easy.
Mossy Johnson in the end zone.
Yeah, easy throws to them. So overall, they just seemed a little step off on the offensive side. The defensive side, they held them to 3 points, which is great. I don't think it was as much of a challenge. I think they're going to get challenged a lot more next week against BYU, who just won again with the hell freaking Mary. That's that's not going to happen. As Jake said, lightning can strike twice, but
The Mormons say Hail Marys.
No, it's a good point, but it won't strike again. So that's what I thought about. Jake, what did you think?
I thought it was another great game against an opponent that obviously was lacking a little bit, but they were able to work out some kinks. You guys didn't like the experimentation with some of the fourth down calls and things like that, but I mean,
this would be the game to do it, though.
They did what they were supposed to do, and this is the last game like this they're going to have all season pretty much, so now they got to button down the hatches. Rosen, still, he didn't do anything horrible, but he has some things that they can coach him up on a little bit. I think he was a little, just kind of a little juiced up this game, throwing it a little bit too far and things like that.
A little too high. Some balls.
As Bill said, they were just a tick off. But now going into the BYU game and then into the Pac-12 schedule, hey, they still won 37-3, and it was still a very nice showing and a very good trip to Vegas for us.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, boys?
Now let's go over to the other side of the ball really quick. The defense, obviously. Only 3 points. Anybody stick out to you?
It was good to see Miles Jack.
Kenny Young.
Well, no, Kenny Young too, but Miles Jack. I like to see Miles Jack. I like to see the passion he had. I had never seen him that close and yelling. He was yelling at himself or someone else.
He's all worked up, yeah.
All worked up every time he came to the sideline. So it was good. I would like to say thank you to Jake for getting this great ticket so that we could see Miles Jack cursing at the world.
It was a high school stadium, so we were pretty close.
We were pretty close, but either way, it was good to see that kind of passion from Jack. And he played well out there, like Jake said. Kenny Young got the interception. It was good to see him.
Played good the whole game.
Yeah, played good. So it was good. Those
Jam
guys.
Brown out there playing most of the game too.
Yeah.
Specifically, what I liked is the fact that the players that stepped up for Eddie Vanderdoes, who's out with an ACL tear.
Good point.
Elianku, Jacob Tuioti Mariner, Matt Dickerson. We heard their names called a lot, and not just because they were in the game. They actually made some very good plays. They were going after people, so they held the defensive line pretty well. And for the most part, 3 points. I want a shutout, but you can't really, sneeze at that. So, last thing I want to bring up: special teams. Really good in this game.
Yes.
There was a block punt, third quarter, I think it was,
yes.
And I made the remark that I think the ball is in a little bit of pain now. So, someone should probably put that ball out to rest. But there was some really good stuff on
Miles
the
Jack returned the kickoff.
Yes, Miles Jackson, a good one, and Kaimi Fairbairn doing a great job this year, and had I think a 43-yard field goal, which is good,
and a bunch of touchbacks,
So that was good for him. So all around a good showing for our special teams, which is an improvement from last week where they messed up a fake field goal or fake punt and let them go for a first down against Virginia. Yeah. So
Bruins won all 3 phases this time.
Yeah, it's really good, really good.
Yeah. So. Anything else you guys want to add? Is that it?
Of course, go Bruins as always.
From Las Vegas, this is Joe Bruin and What's Bruin Show saying good night.